Antifa? Hell yeah, brother. I'm Antifa. Love. And NPC's Dark Brandon? Yeah, we're going to talk about that. Hold on. I'll get into Dark Brandon in a second. Just juice the tweet for now, boys. Come on. Give me that good shit. Okay. Here you go. It's Friday, and Dark Brandon has decided to strike the white suburbs with the might of 1,000 communist suns. Patriots are activated, or at least that's what the hogs are saying. Get in now. Never thought I'd agree with this man, but he's making a valid point here.
Thousands of women. I just think it's boring.
For real?
Yeah. I'd rather fuck dudes.
Oh, hell no.
Fuck yes.
How does that work?
Well, I'm a man of God. I read the Bible. I go to church.
Oh, that's awesome.
But I also...
This video popped off, dude. I had people texting me when I retweeted this video originally. I had people texting me being like, yo, that shit was hilarious. And you know what the best part is? He can't say a damn thing about it, dude. That's the funniest part, is that he can't even fucking counter. He can't even counter it. Okay? Smoking on that Tate pack, baby. Anyway. I'm not as... I hope we are not reaching an era where Fantano gives better scores to worse projects due to a fear of his personal matters being leaked or physical harm, a la the Destroy Lonely scenario, 2 steps away from censorship. I'm not afraid of you fuckheads, eat my shit. Yeah. There's a common theme on the internet with people that are leftist, okay? Even if they're not like aggressively and openly leftist, like in the way that I am. It's very weird if you have controversial takes. And also on top of that, if you're like a leftist content creator, if you are a leftist content creator, even if you're like, you know, even if your personal views are leftist, but it's like not guiding your motivations in any meaningful capacity, it's just weird. It's like people who will use anything and everything against you to just like belittle you, humiliate you, make it seem like you're a fucking bad guy. No matter what happens. Your hair is ugly, freak. Bro, you've been on this platform since 2013, brother. You can't be calling anybody a freak, dog. You've been on Justin TV, bro. You crazy? That's the wackest thing I've ever seen in my entire life, dude. Anyway. My man with a fucking 2013 Twitch account literally said I'm a freak. Like, that's crazy. Yeah, they doxed his divorce papers and shit. Like, it's just wild, dude. It is completely unacceptable. People just, I don't know. People just think that it's like totally reasonable to do horrifying things that if it happened to them, they would absolutely despise for good reason too. Like they would just not want that to happen. You would not want your fucking divorce papers leaking on the internet. But of course, if you're Anthony Fantano, people run with that, and it's crazy. If you can't get hired anywhere, it's because you're seen as a pot stirrer. I mean, that's part of the goal. Part of the goal is to like basically gum up the works, right? They want to make you part of the reason why people do this, part of the reason why haters do this on the internet is like because they're just insane, right? And this is their hobby. But another reason why they do this on the internet is because that way you're mired in controversy. So even if you're not doing anything bad, you're still mired in controversy. So that builds up. That builds up a lot of resentment because no one is paying super close attention. So people are just like naturally inclined to think, oh, you might be a bad guy because a lot of people are saying you're a bad guy. Okay? So that's how it works. And then it piles on. I'm a perfect example of this, and this is a perfect community to use this example because you guys are very familiar with my background. You're very familiar with the way I conduct myself, and yet it doesn't matter. Like, there are still plenty, maybe thousands of people on the internet who legitimately think, like, I don't pay my editors, who legitimately think that, like, it is completely unacceptable that I bought a $7 gazillion house, that I'm constantly flashing my wealth. I never pay mutual aids. I never actually do any legitimate organizing. I never help with any sort of like local organizing efforts whatsoever or international organizing efforts whatsoever. All of those things are false, but it doesn't matter. People could just like make something up about you. And if enough people are motivated to hate you, that'll have some staying power. And that's basically the thing. Like, I mean, people were saying that I was a fucking Vladimir Putin supporter. It's just a part of being on the internet. There's not really much you can do about it, right? And you know, those guys are those guys basically they spend the whole last day. Your Armenian genocide denier is a new one, but like an old one. You know what I mean? It's an oldie but goldie. So I'm transphobic. That's another funny one. But ultimately, I only know what I'm capable of and what I've done so far and what my impact has been, and that just is what motivates me. There's a PCM thread about you last night and it hit every single one of those talking points and more. Yeah. And I mean, those guys are literally, I mean, sorry, but they're mentally ill. You know what I mean? Most of those people are just like mentally ill people on the internet, and their mental illness for some weird reason is me. So so yeah, there's not really much you can do. There's not really much you can do about it. You just keep on moving and you know, hope that people have a charitable opinion of you, you know? But ultimately, ultimately there's not much you can do. Same thing with Anthony Fantano. You know, people just like people hate him because he gave their favorite album a biased review. And like, but that's his whole thing. Like, that's what he does. And, you know, on top of that, he's like a leftist. So that's a compounding factor on the hatred that he gets. And, you know, people just fucking behave in this like insane way. The righteous, the sensibility comes from, I think, neurodivergence, though, like the moral compass. I think people don't understand, like, they don't have a capacity to realize that you know, the person, like the reaction that they have to otherwise like inoffensive shit is completely ridiculous. They have no metric of like they have no metric of judging evil. They think that they have this like righteous indignation. They feel like they're on a moral conquest to take down an ontologically evil enemy. So no matter what you do in an effort to take down that person, that's still going to be justifiable. And the solution usually is just to fucking touch grass. But many people refuse to do so. But yeah, when you are a leftist person, you're going to have a built-in psychotic base of haters, no matter what happens. Like, there's always going to be a base of haters that come in and engage in the pile-on, and they will sometimes mask themselves as leftists when they're not actually leftists. They'll do anything and everything they can, and they have a lot more experience doing this kind of thing, defamation and belittling and ritualistic humiliation. It's whatever. I think calling it Fantano a leftist is a stretch at all. No, he's not. That's not a stretch at all. He is. Anyway, Let's see what Nick had
Look at
to
this
say.
image. Hassan.
You're right, but insane right-wingers could say the same thing and be right. Yes, everyone does this. Leftists do this too. Don't misunderstand me. Absolutely. Yeah, no, that's not a behavior exclusive to the right. Or at all, obviously. For the longest time, people just made it seem like it was exclusive to the left, as a matter of fact.
Look at this image. Hassan tweeted at someone, and this image showed up, and it scared me. Like, what is this? What is happening?
Smile.
This was so scary to me when I saw this, and someone said it wasn't edited. Why is it red? Like, why is it red, guys? What do you mean, Dark Brandon, the final form? Like, what is going on?
Been a minute, but daddy is home. NMPL.
Oh, it was blue on the other sides, but why was it was so scary. I just don't know. I honestly, dude, look at this image. Hassan.
Come on, bro. Grinder time. You don't like it? Going in the grinder. Apolitical Andy saw this image and like lost their shit. Nick is not even as apolitical as like other apolitical Andys though. He's actually a lot more interested in politics than most. But yeah, a lot of people saw that and like lost their shit. Unironically though, did you see the hashtag pedo Hitler was tweeting with that photo? Wait, what? I don't. Dude, these things are so easy to manipulate. You're on twitch.tv/Hasanabi. You are some of the most extremely online motherfuckers on the planet. How have you not figured out that like those Twitter trends are so easily brigaded and manipulated? Yeah, I mean, dude, they do that all the time. Like, who gives a shit? This was funny. This is my favorite thing that people do on the internet. Conservatives are really going off the deep end. I don't think Hitler ever said anything about the Jews that was as straightforwardly evil as Biden said about me as a Trump supporter last night. Nick Adams, dude. Lie after lie after lie. Did he actually say this? Come on. Don't fucking debate me. Did he actually say something as fucking psychotic? That's awesome. God damn it. I fucking love it. Let's do it. Biggest moments from the Joe Brandon primetime address last night. We're going to get right into it. Hey, you brought up Howard Zinn on Leftovers, and Democracy Now! Is having a special segment on him for Labor Day. Bought his book just now. Just FYI. Fuck yeah, he's great. Howard Zinn is awesome. Brilliant. Okay, let's do it. Let's get into it. Fuck it. YOLO. It's time to cover the news, baby. Let's get right into it. Dark Brandon, he's rising up. The Patriots are activated. Stand back. Stand by. We are going to launch into the white suburbs like Predator missiles with the anger and resentment of all the years that communism was suppressed in this country. Cut the malarkey, Jack. Bro, I hate lib media. They're talking about Brandon weaponizing the military. Yeah, so Joseph Robinette Brandon should use the military to weaponize it against liberal media, okay? He should just arrest journalists for fun. Fuck those people, okay? I hate them. I hate them so much. They suck. This is a funny... Wait, what? This is funny. What do you mean? Why? Did you send me this? Did you send this Joe Rogan Instagram meme to me so I would actually laugh at it? Because, like, for the first time in his life, he's, like, done a funny again. It's the first time I liked this fucking post in many, many years. Donald Trump has a more powerful serve than Andy Roddick, a better backhand than Roger Federer, and more swagger than Andre Agassi in his prime. The tennis world needs to spend less time talking about Serena Williams and more time appreciating the greatness of Donald Trump. He's so good. Nick Adams is a brilliant poster. He really is. I mean, this is PFD Commander's like favorite content creator, I would say, and for good reason. I mean, this is dick riding to the max. 852 likes, by the way. That's crazy to me. Joe Biden, Mac, you ever been to one of those ice cream parlors? Wise guy, don't lie to me now, conservatives. Hitler has returned. Also, conservatives, actually, Hitler wasn't that bad. Biden is definitely worse. Dude, they literally said that, though. They are saying that. NBA Twitter and NFL Twitter love his shit despite his insane takes sometimes. Yeah. That's not satire. Nick Adams is like literally mentally ill. Like he is brain broken with love for Donald Trump. It's another type of mental illness like turf brain. Okay. It's great. Dude. Yeah, Brandon did something unimaginable last night, folks. Okay, he did something unimaginable. He delivered a speech.